So, fire sign collective. Fire sign suns, Leos, Sagittariuses, Aries. I already started getting a download like way before I even started this. After finishing the water sign reading, like immediately after, I was feeling impatient. And that's what we're going to focus on right now is kind of soothing that impatience, because I'm feeling like it might not be the crux of the situation, but it's certainly not helping. So I'm just going to try and like ease that, like calm that down. And I'm going to use this pink candle, or I might not, honestly. I might do a bath for this. I might make a bath soak for this, and we'll use it tonight, maybe. I don't know. But I am gonna dress this candle for us so that you can see kind of just like the energies that were called to me. First off, I have these little earrings. They're kittens, okay? Because we're trying to bring in softness here. We're trying to bring in ease and relaxation and softness, okay? And it's interesting because it's not like a slow down energy. It's just like a ease up, like ease up. Does this make sense? I know it's like sounds like the same thing, but they're different things. So we're not doing a slow down, we're doing like an ease up, and I think maybe that's more of like an ease up on yourself. Like maybe be a little nicer to yourself. I'm not using tarot cards for this reading. I will be using the Arcane Bullshit deck, and my Fairy Oracle, my Brian Froud Fairy Oracle. I don't think this has anything to do with anything, but I had this Vengeance card. Nope, and now it's lost. Never mind. Didn't have anything to do with anything. Okay, so I am going to dress this candle for you really quick and tell you what we're bringing in here right now. So that's funny. As I said that, I just looked down and looked at this, the bottom of this box here, and I read the words hardcore karma. So maybe we are working through some hardcore karma, you know? Maybe we are like trying to get through that. Maybe it's like a big fucking deal, you know? And we're having a hard time with it because like that's a big task. That's not an easy task to be like breaking through that karmic cycle, right? So anyway, I put on some of this Daffodil Switcheric. It's my favorite by Ash Alchemical. It's amazing. It's just like very floral, and it brings me a sense of calm. You can tell it's my favorite because it's almost gone. I'm gonna have to get some more soon. So if you maybe wanted to like get me a present or something, I don't know. But okay, so I'm wearing that, and then I got this Ultra Femme oil from Bossy Bruja that I have that I like hardly ever use, but like this is for receiving. It's very sweet. It's really, really sweet. Like it smells like candy. And we're just kind of using this for like some healing so that we can just ease up on ourselves and like let ourselves receive, you know? And not only like receive from other people, but like receive from ourselves, like really nourishing ourselves, because I think that while Divine Feminine is about receiving, it's also about like creating, right? It's like about creating something from what little we are given and making something fucking beautiful out of it, okay? And I also have this, I have lavender, so that we can just bring in that calm, refreshing energy here. And I already did some smoke cleansing off camera. I don't think I need any more. I'm just putting this in here so you can see. Just putting this in here. I think that's plenty. And some red rose petals, just because we deserve it. And we just get that lush. Get that, like, get that spring energy in here. We just want to freshen some things up, okay? I'm not gonna light this on camera. What I'm going to do is I am going to light this another time when I am creating the bath soak to calm that fire, okay? And I'm hoping that this will just have like a low and slow burn, but we'll see, we'll see. What's really interesting to me right now is the huge difference between fire signs and water signs already that I'm feeling, and also, and yet, the similarities, right? Because, water signs also kind of had this impatience that seems like a huge theme across the board for everybody right now, is this, like, I want what I want and I want it now type deal. But I mean, that's not necessarily the energy for everybody. It's just kind of like, why don't I have it? Why didn't it go my way? And why can't I just have what I want? And it's not like a, why can't I just have it right now? It's more like, why am I not seeing what I want to manifesting in my life, right? Maybe for fire signs, it's a little bit more of like, why isn't this happening for me right now? But you know why. You know why. It's because you ain't been putting in the right work, okay? And I want to see, we're just gonna start with this arcane bullshit deck, and we're gonna see, where have you been putting your energy? Okay, where have you been putting your energy where you don't need to be? You don't need to be doing all that in that area. And we're just gonna start that way. Okay. Oh, okay. Look at this fucking hourglass. And it was in reverse. Look at this fucking hourglass. Is that upright? I'm gonna see it. I have something for this. I was asking, where are we putting our energy where we don't really need to? That's really interesting. This is like, we're spending our time, what, just waiting? We're just waiting around? I don't know. I don't have anything for this yet. Hold on. Give me something else. Give me something else. I need a little bit more than that. This is also me being impatient. I'm like, I am a fire sign. How many times on my channel can I mention that I'm a Leo? Okay, like, I get it. Yes, we're spending time on the wrong things, but like, what is that thing? What is that? Look at the fucking hourglass. Are we just like, oh, woe is me, all of this time is going by and like I'm not doing anything? Come on, give me something here. I'm sorry, this is just, fine. I'll edit it. Maybe. Maybe I'll edit it. Oh my god, give me something else here, man. Come on. Okay. Oh, the gross cup. Oh, the gross fucking cup. That's disgusting. That's so gross. That's so gross. So gross. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. Is there a dude? Is there some fucking guy? Because my bet is you don't need that fucking, you don't need to be thinking about that guy. And also maybe we're looking at like outside things. We're trying to fulfill our needs through like very impermanent, very quick gratification, right? Instead of like actually looking at what is going to nourish us. Like, look at this fucking hourglass, but it's in reverse. Like, we're not actually looking at the fucking hourglass. We're not looking at like the time that we need to take away. No, this is nothing. This is nothing. Oh my god, you guys, I'm having a hard time with this one. Man pouring water over an eyeball. Bro, this guy got you fucked up. This guy got you fucked up. This old man, right? This is like what some dude from the past is like clouding your vision and warping your sense of time. And seriously, like, got you in this fucking trap. Got you in this fucking trap that you can't get out of. Disgusting. Ew. I'm so sorry. That sucks. I don't read with this deck very often. Honestly, I haven't been reading with mini decks very often. Like, oh, big sexy Satan. Yeah, tell me this is not some dude or some person. Tell me this is not an old flame that you are stuck on right now. Someone who's no good for you. Someone who might be carrying what Shannon of Broadhaven likes to call STDs, sexually transmitted demons. This is a mess. This isn't great. This isn't great. Also, are we like, is the thing that we're distracting ourselves with, that we're like trying to get gratification from, is it sex? Or are you not getting some and that's like, has you preoccupied? You're not feeling satisfied in the long term? I did not expect this to go this way. I mean, this is how it always is with this deck, right? Like, this deck is very sexual, but... Oh my god, okay. We have two more that came up. But, like, that's not always how it goes. Oh, the flying man. Oh, the flying man. And... Death. Yes. Death. The flying man and fucking death. Like... Let that guy go. He's not going anywhere. This guy is just flying in the wind. no type of solid foundation. Nothing. Like, and it's making you want to, like, it's driving you crazy, okay? Like, it's not a good time for you right now. Okay, so what do we need to look at? Like, how do we get over this? How do we, like, do that death? Because that's what I want to look at. Like, what is it? How do we get over it? How do we get over it? The Serpent Chimp in reverse. Let that man go. It's almost like take a look at your responsibilities. Take a look at, like, what's actually important and what actually gives you long-term gratification and isn't just leaving you wanting. Okay? And Papa Macho. Papa Macho. Because you don't... Ooh, are we dealing with a Taurus? Look at that. Look at that. We have this... I mean, wondering if it's like... If the Leos are dealing with a Taurus here and we're like, we're done with this. We're moving on. We're driving the fuck away from this situation. Right? Like... I'm in charge, actually. We're fire signs. Come on. Like, you know who you are. You're Papa Macho. You're Papa Macho. And you know you deserve, like, you need a vacation from this. You need to take a vacation from this. A forever vacation. Away from this. A fucking forever vacation, okay? You don't need to be dealing with this anymore. Like, take your power back, dude. Take your power back. You're in charge. Ain't nobody is in charge of you. We can move on through just moving on, honestly. Maybe even get some distance from this. Like, prioritize yourself. Prioritize something other than your romantic endeavors. You know? Honestly. Instinct in reverse. This got you fucked up. This got you fucked up. You gotta trust your instincts. Honestly. Like, what I'm getting with the instinct in reverse is just, like, the first time. Listen to your gut the first time. Don't go in circles. Like, you know who the fuck you are. You're so fucking fucked. No, that's the card that I drew. You're so fucking fucked. I'm gonna say it. Throw that man to the wolves. Throw that old flame in the fire and let it burn to ash. Okay? Let it play out if you need to. But I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Well, I think that this person that you've been dealing with plays mind games, and I think that it's upsetting, and I think that you need space from it, and I think that you could recognize when you are so fucking fucked instead of being in denial about where your actions have led you. And that's where you need softness. That's where you need the softness. Because it takes compassion. It takes self-compassion to recognize when you're in fucking denial. And when you're just doing the same thing over and over and you're not getting any perspective on these patterns, it's time to take back your power. Let that shit go. Literally, take some space. And recognize when something is done. Recognize when you're in the jaws of a fucking monster. And so, like, it's not time to be, like, reading about how to get out of a monster's jaw. It's time to just get out of there. We don't need this much self-reflection. Because the more that you think about it, the more twisted and turned up you'll be about it. I would throw it in the flames. Honestly, maybe literally. Like, I might do a ritualistic fire. That might be your homework. And I would say, do it in nature. And, like, do a fucking dance if you need to. And, like, let that shit go. Just let it out of you. Like, for real. Like, offer it to the flames. Offer that old flame to the flames. Like, not like literal human sacrifice, but like, I was just thinking about Midsommar. That's the type of shit we're dealing with. Okay? It's not a fun situation. It's not a fun situation. Okay, we have the Pie Knight and meaningless garbage. And they're both in reverse. You don't need saving. You don't need saving. You don't need that person in your life. You don't need to keep them in your life. How many people have you had in your life that are no longer in your life and you're fine? People who you thought you could not live without. People who you thought you had such a strong connection with that turned out to be garbage. That you thought you needed to live. Turns out you're Papa Macho. You don't need any one person in order to survive. Except for you. You only need you. And I'm not saying like that like toxic independence type stuff, because remember, this is a follow-up reading to the reading I did yesterday, the old coping mechanisms reading, where I do say to ask for help when you need it. But what I'm saying now is that that help doesn't have to come from the same person every time. And in fact, it shouldn't. Especially if that person got you all fucked up. All sorts of kinds of fucked up. For real. Okay, I'm pulling from the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle deck because, like, it's clear that we need help, and we need some help from some entities, some energy that's, like, not gonna fuck around. Or, like, you know, will fuck around in the right ways. In the ways where we actually find out. We need that, like, kick in the ass a little bit. But maybe it's a... yeah, maybe it's a swift kick in the ass. And maybe that's why we need to be gentle with ourselves, because we want a soft landing. Like, maybe we need to do that fire ritual and then take a bath. I might go do this. I might go do this tonight. I might go get a campsite somewhere and do a fire and, like, do that ritual. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, Spirit Dancer in reverse. God, she's pretty. Pretty. What was I saying? You might need to dance that shit out? That's interesting. Okay. We're gonna look at this because I don't have all these fairies memorized. They're like... I've never pulled this one actually, specifically. So, self-absorbed and obsessed, the reverse spirit dancer has become entangled in her own unexpressed and perhaps inexpressible fantasies. She feels angry and driven and may be unable to express her feelings in any way except through destruction. Period. The spirit dancer understands both sides of self-expression. In the first stage, we get our inner vision, feelings, and creative impulse out into the world through our art, whatever it is. Then our expressions are reflected back to us from the mirror of other people's perceptions, and we discover that our art awakens in them. First and most important for many of us, we learn, grow, and lead more satisfying lives if we have ways of expressing our inner world. Such expressions can be a way of helping ourselves better understand our feelings and experiences, or they could be a way of getting pain out where we can look at it and let it begin to heal. Creative expression is a method of exploring our own truth, bringing it into the light so we can see it more clearly, and maintaining sanity. The key words here are explore, experiment, and express. As this very cryptically remarked to one oracle reader, the death of spirit dancer is perfection. I'm like done with this. I'm like, okay, we're good, right? Are you picking up what I'm picking up? Because like this, I'm honestly getting like, okay, maybe we tried all of the different ways. Maybe we tried every which way. We did all of these rituals already. Like this is what I was saying in the last video, right? This is a follow-up video. Like we've done a bunch of work. Like we've tried to get rid of this person, right? We've tried everything we can, and now we're, like, feeling defeated. And, again, with the, like, destruction is a form of creation. I'm ruled by the tower. How many times can I say I'm ruled by the tower on this YouTube channel? Let me say, like, I'm ruled by the tower. Like, I understand. Destruction is a form of creation, okay? I would be surprised. My video froze again. This is the second time that's happened today. That's never happened to me before. That's a lie. That's probably not true. That's probably happened before. Anyway. Destruction is a form of creation, okay? We need to be able to clear that shit out. We need to be able to let that anger out. And what I'm guessing is it hasn't been fully self-expressed. Because if it had been fully self-expressed, and if it had been gratified, if it had been fed and given life, then we wouldn't be dealing with this anymore. Because we would have understood that we're defeated. Instead of holding on to that little, like, frustrations, the little resentments, the, like, hurt. We're hanging on to hurt. And it's time to let it go, honestly. It's time to, like, cauterize that wound. And then dress it appropriately. And take care of it and be gentle with it. I feel like there's this cycle of anger and frustration and then making excuses for this other person and for your own behavior as well. And like, when are you going to stop making excuses? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done? I feel done. I feel so done. I feel tired. And, like, I think that we need to, like, let that shit out. We need to let that shit go. Through a very, like, a self-expressive dance in a safe space. Maybe alone. I think alone. But also maybe with someone who you trust. Who will share that space with you and who will hold that space for you. And let it be about you. Honestly. And then also, like, maybe you could share, that space with them, and you can let it be about them, and then it can be about both of you. Like, I'm really getting this, like, maybe we need help through shared experience, shared frustration, and like shared ritual. Okay, we have the Singer of Intuition in reverse. That's really interesting because we also have Instinct in reverse. This is the last one I'm going to do. I might do another one. I might do another one. I'm not going to say it's the last one because I always say that and then it's not. Okay, so we have the Singer of Intuition. When the song of this singer seems especially obscure, as indicated by the card reversed on a reading, we need to ask ourselves, how can I learn to be more quiet within myself, more peaceful? How can I better listen to the song of knowledge and wisdom? Perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, trust. Okay, like, this is really interesting also because I personally took a break from readings, right? Like, I took a break from doing this because I was tired of it. I didn't want to sit and listen. So I think, like, really, like, get that rage out. Do that dance. Feed it to the fire. And then sit. Again, like, just sit quiet. And listen to your goddamn intuition. Because you know what is right. You know what you deserve. You know what you need. You're Papa Macho. You know what you need. And it isn't pie. It isn't garbage. Okay? It's to recognize when a situation is done and when to dead the situation and move the fuck on with your bad self. I'm so done with this pity party. I'm so done. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I'm tired of complaining. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of all of it. Like, I just want to shut up and get my work done. And, like, take care of myself. And feel that empowerment. And, like, again, just shut up. I want to just shut the fuck up. And get myself out of the maw of this monster. Instead of just being like, oh my god. This sucks. How am I supposed to get out of this monster? I can't believe this. You guys, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Can you believe it? Okay. That is it. I'm not doing anymore. I'm tired and I need to take a breath. I need to take a breath. I need to take a breath. I need to take a break. Okay? Be easy on yourself. But also firm. Okay, love you. Bye.